Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry Turquoise and with me today is Shadow for a little bit. So today's video I am going to go into my last summer read. My summer reads I'm going to read this month. My fall reads I'm planning on getting to. And my September reads. So, because there's roughly 20 days left for the summer before the first day of fall, so I'm going to try to get to as many books as I can that are from my summer reads that I did not get to yet, and try to also have my September reads in. This is also going to be my September read as well, with some extra books that are also going to be included in the September read. And the books I'm hoping in the series, at least one series anyway, I'm hoping to have done by the end of December, which it will be the first, because fall is from September 20th to December 20th, I believe, or December 21st and September 21st, one of the two. So I'm hoping to have my fall reads done then, or at least until the end of December, give or take, kind of thing. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. So the first book I'm going to continue reading and hopefully get done this month is Lock and Key by Sarah Deshin. Lock and Key is about a little girl, a teenage girl actually, who is living with her sister, but she's having a hard time adjusting because she wants to go back home to where her mom and her used to live. And so now she is on a journey to basically self-discover herself and see that living with her sister is actually a better option than moving back or moving out on her own. That's the best I can describe it. There is a more proper way of describing that book online. I will look it up to let you guys know the proper description of it, or whenever I get it done. The book I'm hoping to get to after is Carbon Dioxide. It's a science fiction book. I know I'm saying the title wrong. So as soon as I get to it, I don't know. Just give me a second. I'm going to just quickly power it up. Altered Carbon. My mistake. So I'm hoping to get to that this month. Once I'm done Lock and Key. Another book I'm hoping to get to is Every Which Way But Dead. I'm just going to read it back to you real quickly. Discovering a new series like this is like, oh no, that is the feedback to it. There's no witch in Cincinnati tougher, sexier, or more screwed up than bounty hunter Rachel Morgan, who's already put her love life and her soul in dire jeopardy through her determined efforts to bring criminal night creatures to justice. Between runs, she has her hands full fending off the attentions of her blood-drinking partner, keeping a deadly secret from her backup, and resisting a hot new vamp suitor. Rachel must also take a stand in the war that's raging in the city underworld since she helped put away its former vampire kingpin and made a deal with a powerful demon to do so that could cause her eternity of pain, torment, and degradation. And now her dark master is coming to collect his due. So that is Every Which Way But Dead by Kim Harrison. The Worst by Roman Toma. Book 1 at That Place. This is another book I would like to get to. So I'm just going to quickly read the back. Hierarchy and with absurd rules, brutal terrorist attacks, not even the highest can stop A desperate king, anxious to solve the case before time runs out, an innocent family caught in the middle of it all. On the lonely island of unknown resides the Vulcan family. 6 sisters are eager to explore beyond their freezing hometown and see the worst. Despite the terrible rumors that plague it, but during the trip, their fun is disrupted by horror. Their family is blamed for something terrible, something they didn't do. Now they must flee the highest and the awful punishment that awaits them. Can they stay hidden long enough to prove their innocence against the highest and the king himself? Now this book does have trigger warnings. This novel contains potentially disturbing images. Discretion is advised. The Iron King. This book is a recommendation from a friend. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Mitch and Chase has a secret destiny one should never have imagined. Something has always felt slightly off in Megan's life. Ever since her father disappeared before her eyes when she was 6, she has never quite fit in at school or at home. When a dark stranger begins watching her from afar and her prankster best friend becomes strangely protective of her, Megan senses that everything she's known is about to change, but she could never have guessed the truth, that she is the daughter of a mystical fairy king and is a pawn in a deadly war. Now Megan will learn just how far she'll go to save someone she cares about, to stop a mysterious evil no fairy creature dare face, and to find love with a young prince who might rather see her dead than let her touch his icy heart. Life and Death. That is The Iron King. I'm hoping that is one of my summer reads to hopefully get done, and the other summer reads to hopefully get done is Life and Death, a Twilight Reimagined 10th Anniversary Edition. This is by Stephanie Meyer. When beautiful Swan moves to the gloomy town of Forks and meets the mysterious alluring Edith Cullen, his life takes a thrilling, terrifying turn with her porcelain skin, golden eyes, mesmerizing voice, and supernatural gifts. Edith is both irresistible and enigmatic. What Theo doesn't realize is the closer he gets to her, the more he is putting himself and those around him at risk, and it might be too late to turn back. So, in celebration of the 2015 10th anniversary of Twilight comes Stephanie Meyer's Life and Death, a bold and compelling reimagining of the iconic love story that will surprise and enthrall readers. There are 2 sides to every story. So this is the other side of Twilight. And there's also another book that just came out that is Edward's point of view, so it'll be interesting to see whose point of view this one is. Castle in the Air is my September read. I never said my wishes were supposed to do any good, said the genie. In fact, I swore that they would always do as much harm as possible. By day, Abdallah is a humble carpet merchant, yet in his dreams he is a prince, but his dreams start to come true when he meets the lovely flower in the night. When a hideous deacon carries flower off into the sky, Abdallah is determined to rescue her if he can find her and if he can avoid all the furious villains when seen to be after him. But how can he possibly succeed with only a bad-tempered genie and an unreliable magic carpet to help him? So this is book 2 of the Howl's Moving Castle trilogy. I'm looking forward to this, and hopefully I can get to this one. A little bit of Lindsay's book club is The Train of Impossible Places. That is September's read. And I don't say what it is about in the back, but all aboard for adventure like no other. Readers will be delighted to learn it's just the first. So it's storytelling that trolls would admire while promising potential future adventures with Susie. And this is also this debut fantasy is full of imaginative locals and fun twists, and readers will enjoy the creativity of Belle's world and its look at how power left unchecked can correct. So this is a little bit of Lindsay's book club book, so I'm hoping to get to it this month. My learning book for the summer is The Drews. I'm quite curious on their cultural in that. And for the rest of this month, for the summer read is New Moon, The Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, and The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. I'm hoping to get to the rest of those ones on the Twilight. And as for my fall reads are The Runes of Gorlin, Ranger's Apprentice. This is book 1. And the back says for this, Warrior. The Rangers with their shadowy ways have always made him nervous. And now 15-year-old Will has been chosen as a Ranger's apprentice. But what he doesn't yet realize is that the Rangers are the protectors of the kingdom that will fight the battles before the battles reach the people. And there is a large battle brewing. The Exo Margara, Lord of the Mountains of Rain and Night, is gathering his forces for an attack on the kingdom. This time he will not be denied. So this is book 1 of The Ranger's Apprentice. I am looking forward to this. This has also been a recommendation from a friend. Another recommendation from a friend is The Raven Boys, which they were, I think actually they're still fairly popular for a series or trilogy. Book 1 of The Raven Cycle. So the back says, there are only 2 reasons a nuncio would see a spirit on St. Mark's Eve. Either you're his true love, or you killed him. Every year, Blue Sargon stands next to her clairvoyant mother as the soon-to-be-dead walk past. Blue never sees them until this year, when a boy emerges from the dark and speaks to her. His name is Gansey, and he's a rich student at Avalon Bay, the local private school. Blue has a policy of staying away from alibi boys, known as Raven Boys. They can only mean trouble. But Blue is drawn to Gansey in a way she can't entirely explain. She is on a quest that has encompassed 3 other Raven Boys. Adam, the scholarship student who resents the privilege around him, Ron, the fierce soul whose emotions range from anger to despair, and Noah, the taciturn watcher who knows many things but says very little. For as long as she can remember, Blue has been warned that she will cause her true love to die. She doesn't believe in true love and never thought this would be a problem. But as her life becomes caught up in the strange and sinister world of the Raven Boys, she's not so sure anymore. So that is The Raven Boys. I'm looking forward to reading this during the fall. Another book that's been recommended from a friend is The Five Nights at Freddy's, The Silver Eyes, by Scott Cawthon, Carol Reed Weasley. So this book is about 10 years after the horrific murders at Freddy's Fazbear's Pizza that ripped their town apart. Charlie, whose father owned the restaurant, and her childhood friends reunite on the anniversary of the tragedy and find themselves at the old pizza place which had been locked up and abandoned for years. After they discover a way inside, they realize that things are not as they used to be. The 4 adult-sized animatronic mascot that once entertained patrons have changed. They now have a dark secret and a murderous agenda. So that has been recommended. I'm looking forward to this. And another book's recommendation is The Foxhole Court. This book is about Neil Johnson is the newest addition to the Palmetto State University XC team. He's short, he's fast, he's got a ton of potential, and he's the runaway son of the murderous crime lord known as the Butcher. Signing a contract with the PSU Foxes is the last thing a guy like Neil should do. The team is high profile and he doesn't need sports crews broadcasting pictures of his face around the nation. His lies will hold up only so long under this kind of scrutiny and the truth will get him killed. But Neil's not the only one with secrets on the team. One of Neil's new teammates is a friend from his old life, and Neil can't walk away from him a second time. Neil has survived the last 8 years by running. Maybe he's finally found someone and something worth fighting for. So this is a sports story that has a combination of gang and sports. I have started this and then I had to put the book down because I had a lot of reading going on at the same time. So I put this book down and I'm hoping to finish this trilogy very soon. And the series I'm hoping to get to and finish is J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter series. The first book is The Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is about, for those of you that don't know Harry Potter already, strange things always seem to happen when Harry Potter is around, things that unsettle his guardians, the Dursley. They strongly disapprove of strangeness. It's only when a letter arrives delivered by a shaggy giant of a man called Hagrid that Harry learns the truth that will transform his entire future. His parents were killed by the evil Lord Voldemort, and he, Harry, is a wizard. Whisked away to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardly, Harry discovers a world of enchantments, ghosts, Quidditch, and friends. But who will stand throughout everything by his side? But when Harry hears of a stone with great powers, he finds that his school has its own dark secrets, and an adventure that will become the stuff of legend begins. So this hardback cover and book is the adult version, which is the combo of the movie and the children's book combined. So there are scenes in here that only exist in the book. In here, just like there's only scenes that exist in the movies, also in this book, and there's lines that only come from the movie also in here, and just like there's only lines from the book in here as well. So it's a combo of both of them. So I'm hoping to get the whole series 1 to 7 completed this fall before winter. And my fall reading is The Secret Religions. If I complete the Drews by the end of September. If I don't, I'll be reading this for the fall. And if I do finish reading that book before September 30th or 31st, no, September 30th, then I will be reading The Secret Religion, A Complete Guide to Harmonic Pagan and as Oderic Believes. This is a brief guide to it as well. So the back says, a survey of all strange cults, sect, and esoteric religions of the world. Why are millions of educated people today abandoning both the established religion of their parents and 21st century scientific rationalism, instead turn into magic and esoteric teachings? New religions are as old as time: neo-paganism, witchcraft, and drudgery in all its colorful forms, and one of the fastest growing new religions in the Western world. Alongside this, there has also been an upsurge in New Age ideas of an even wider variety, including astrology, tarot numerology, alternative healing, and many others. David V. Barrett has been writing about new religions and esoteric movements for many years. In A Brief Guide in Secret Religions, he reveals a comprehensive and unbiased introduction to contemporary historic and occult beliefs and the allure of ancient wisdom in the modern world. This fascinating book offers an accessible overview of a large number of these movements and beliefs, getting to the heart of their practices and ideas. So this will be my learning book for the fall. I'm quite curious to see what he has to say. And that is it. That's all my books I'm hoping to get to this month and during the month of the fall. During the season of fall, I mean. And thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to get notified of all my posts, because I post videos once a week and I do a live stream once a week and I upload bonus videos all the time. So click that bell icon to get notified of all my posts, and follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. All the links are down below. Click the like button, leave a comment down below if you haven't read any of these books already, and if you have, what did you think of them? Did you like them? Did you not like them? And what are you planning on reading this month, during the month of September? Leave your comments down below, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, stay true to yourself and stay unique. Bye.